everybody, you've joined me on a pretty steamy day. The storms are due pretty much any time now, and I was organised to go and pick up a Triumph today that I've got on loan for a week from Destination Triumph, thanks to them. But I'm going a bit earlier than planned, hoping to avoid any of these said storms. But I wanted to have a bit of a catch up, talk about what sort of things I have planned for the future and stuff now that the build's done, because obviously that just took over everything. But what a fantastic thing that it was, the build, you know, gave me a content to produce. Derek is now amazing. I would love to be riding the DRZ today, but because I leave the bike with Destination Triumph, I'm not leaving the Supermoto behind. I want that at home for fun. I've got, you know, the review bike that I'll be using all the time anyway, but if I do fancy a little blast on the Derek, I can. Sorry, Divi, I know that makes you feel very unloved, that you're just like cast away for a week, but it's like a little holiday for you. So as I say, I'm going to pick up a Triumph today. You'll have to wait for the next video to see which Triumph it will be. But also I organised an electric motorcycle today. A Zero FXS? FSX. That one. Yeah, I've got one of those coming for a few days soon, after I've had this Triumph for a week basically, and I'll be doing some videos on that, and that will be very interesting because that is basically an electric supermoto. So, you know, I'll have the DRZ and the electric supermoto to try out next to each other, see what the handling's like. The thing I'm really interested in though is why I haven't until now really done any reviews of electric bikes other than that one scooter, is simply the fact that the thing I want to know about is like living with it, having, what's the battery life like can you actually use it for a normal ride without it becoming a hindrance being electric. They're the things I want to know, and the only way you can know those is if you have the bike for a while, so that's why I've got it for a while. So my general plan for the rest of this summer is basically get my butt on as many bikes as I possibly can. Combinations of long-term reviews where I have the bike for like a week, and also like, you know, test drive reviews as I call them. I make it clear which type I'm doing, but I can do those, you know, it allows me to do more in a shorter amount of space of time, just to get a sort of a riding feel rather than the more long-winded reviews, as it were. Well, what other little updates can I give you? Oh, the headlight still not here. It's now been 26 days into the 6 to 10 day service, and it's still in JFK. It hasn't moved for 5 days now out of JFK, and it hasn't arrived in the UK, so it doesn't seem to have actually departed America yet. It's USPS, there's problems they're having. I've now dropped off Reno's tyre to the garage to get them to switch the new tyre onto the rim, so when that comes back I can stick that all back together and get that bike in for its MOT so she can get out and go for a ride, because she hasn't ridden for like 3 months, something like that now. You know, partly because she was shielding on lockdown, and then because the bike MOT went, and also because we discovered there was what I thought was a screw in the tyre, as it turns out it was a star drive bit, not a hex bit. I said a hex bit in the past, star drive bit, like, you know, for a multi-screwdriver. The amazing thing is it actually gone through the tyre, and in the months it sat there it didn't lose any air at all, and I thought, oh, you know, maybe it's just on the surface, but when I put some you know, soapy water on it and gave it a wiggle, sure enough, air bubbles came out. So when I eventually was able to take the wheel off, I pulled that out, and my god, it had gone straight through and just sealed the hole. I have no idea how long it was there. Oh, and talking of tyres, that's another reason I can't really ride the DRZ too much, but the whole way that I'm working this at the moment is aimed towards getting everything done at the right time. If I can't work out some deal in the close future, sorry, I'm going to have to just bite the bullet and buy them, because I want the bike to be working to use it in the summer, and I also want to have the bike available to do some comparisons with the Zero when I get it. So yeah, that's I'm going to have to get that sorted pretty soon. I've got it all planned out in my diary. It should all work out quite smoothly, hopefully. We will see. No major promises, you know. That's a lesson I've learned on YouTube. Don't make promises on dates. If you ever say, I'll have this product by this time, it will be fine, so I'll do this video on this day, the product will not turn up. Something will happen. If you say, you know, you look at an edit and you're like, there's no way this can take that long, I'll have it up by tomorrow, and you mention to your patrons, have it up tomorrow, and then your computer decides to just hate you. It's just, you know, it's sod's law. Tempting fate, far too much. Oh God. I might just get this bike and run away in time. And what a bike it will be. It won't be for a lack of CC for wanting to get away. There's another thing I've noticed recently, and that is when I was doing the Q&A for the reveal for the Restoration Z, I suddenly realised how it'd been like 4 months since I'd given up doing the metalworks and gone head on into YouTube. And even though there was the problem of lockdown and everything that really derailed my plans very early on, with the support of people on Patreon and stuff like that, you know, the audience stood up and loads of people joined my Patreon to help me out. It's been okay through this whole thing, and I'm so lucky for that. In my job, nothing's certain when it comes to paydays, so having patrons on board, I mean, I try and make it as good a service as I can. Patrons, are you happy with what I do? I do put the effort in to make sure that your buck a month, or however much you donate towards the channel, is, you know, is worth it. So I just want to say a massive thanks to you guys, the people who watch the channel and support the channel. I really, really do appreciate it. Now the question is, which one is it going to be? Is it that? No. But it will be. I'm going to do everything in the future. So if you're like, oh no, I wish you'd done the such and such, I will do that in the future. Yeah, the thing I was going to say, sorry, the thing I've noticed is just how happy I am compared to how I was a while ago. I don't feel nearly as stressed. Things worked out quite well, so thank you. I owe all of it to you guys. Well, until the next one, which will actually be filmed in a minute, I'll catch you next time. Hopefully it's soon, because I need to get away from that. But what will it be? If you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe to see future videos. This channel is made possible by the support of the audience. Please consider joining my Patreon to get early access to videos, questions answered in the monthly Q&A, your name on screen, and some exclusive content, all for as little as $1 a month. You can also check out the links in the description to my merch and other ways to directly support the channel. Thanks for watching.